back to Mohawk Motors, everybody. My name is Jason, and as you just saw, I have finished doing my final clean and degrease on the CUCV frame. I had pressure washed it twice before, and then this last time, this final wash, I sprayed the whole thing down with some super clean degreaser, and even though I had pressure washed it twice before, that degreaser still got a whole bunch of grime and grease out of it. As I was rinsing it, was coming off brown. So I love that stuff. It really works, I'm telling you. So I'm confident now that this thing is as clean and grease-free as I'm gonna be able to get it. I've got my paint. It's actually Wednesday night. It got here a little early. It was supposed to be here tomorrow. Let me show you what we're gonna paint it with. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know I'm a big fan of Chassis Saver. And in previous builds, I have used the semi-gloss black Chassis Saver. I'm gonna try the gloss black this time. It's higher build, which my understanding is that'll make it'll be like slightly thicker as I apply it, which I want. The gloss black, it's the underside of the truck. I don't think it's gonna be that shiny. But this stuff, it's self-leveling. I've had great success with it in the past. I am going to brush it on this time. Last time I painted a frame, I sprayed it, and I had a good result, but it wasted a lot of paint. And I'm sure as I get better, I will have less overspray and less going onto the floor. But at like $150 a gallon, I want to have as little waste as possible. So I'm gonna brush it on. I think that'll allow me to do just as good a job, especially, like I said, it's self-leveling, and I've had great success brushing it on in the past. So I'm gonna get kitted up here, get some gloves. I really wanna try not to get it on my skin because it does not come off easily. And then we'll just get to painting on this thing. So I'm gonna get kitted up and get started. I'm probably just gonna do some time lapse because this is a tedious process. That was probably as boring for you to watch as it was for me to do. It's been about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Guys, I remember why I sprayed now on the last frame. It's so much faster. So much faster. But I am using so much less material. So I guess you gotta weigh the pros and the cons. Realistically, I couldn't spray it anyway because I've got too much stuff in here that I don't want to get overspray on. I'd have to either tarp most of the shop or brush like I am. So we're just gonna proceed with the brush. But here's where I'm at so far. I've got, I'm gonna say 70%, no, probably more like 60% painted. I've got the top and outside of the frame painted the whole way around. That's the good thing. And a good portion of the front and rear axles. And I got a little bit of the inside of the frame done, but we still got to get more. We got to finish it up. I'm tired of painting for today, for tonight. It's midnight. I'm ready to go in and get some rest, and I'll get back after it tomorrow or the next day, whenever I'm ready to get some more painting done. I'm trying to remind myself I have plenty of time. There's no deadline, there's no rush. I don't have to come down here and punish myself with boring painting just to finish it as quickly as possible. I can do something else for a day or two if I need to break up the monotony. So that's what we're gonna do. When I get back to it, I'll give you guys an update. Until then, take it easy. Well, everybody, it's a little while later. I've moved the frame and painting is complete. It's actually been a few days of painting. You can see I've got it up here. I put it up on the lift to make it easier to access the undersides of the axles, the undersides of the leaf springs, bottom of the frame, all that stuff. But it's all painted up. At first I wasn't sure how I felt about the gloss chassis saver, but now that I've been looking at it for a while, I like it. I think it looks really good. And that gets me closer to starting to put things back together. I have the engine ready. The 6.2 is sitting over there on the stand. It's been ready for a while now. I want to run a 4L80 in this thing. And the 4L80 that I want to use is still in the truck out back. So I got to shuffle stuff around. I got to get this frame back over to the other lift, and then I need to get that parts truck brought up here in the workshop and get I'm just gonna pull the whole drivetrain out of it, because I'll either sell the engine or put it on a stand until I need it, and then I'll use the 4L80 for this project. But it's where I'm at. I'm a little held up. I got to move stuff around so I can get that transmission pulled out. Well, everybody, it's another week from that last clip here. And well, I've managed to move the frame back over to the bay where I'm working on this project. And I've managed to get the transmission cross member that I'm going to be using. This is, most people just call this a W cross member. I've got that painted up to match as well. And well, that's all I've done, guys. I still haven't managed to get the parts truck in here to get the 4L80 out of. And I need that for the next step so I can get the engine and transmission bolted together and get them mocked into the frame. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to drill new holes to get the transmission cross member mounted and all of that jazz. So I figure this is just a good place to end this video. I want to get you some updates so that you know things are happening. And honestly, I've just been more excited to work on other stuff. And I've had quite a few returning customers from my parts business looking for parts recently. So I've been pulling a lot of parts for people too. But I'm chipping away at it. I'm giving myself grace. This is my little bit at a time, long-term project. And it's okay that I don't finish it as fast as some of the other projects that I have around here, especially the ones that I'm a little bit more excited to work on. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll try not to be quite so long until the next update on this thing, and we'll just keep moving through it. Till then, take care.